What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on a recent hiring. The Las Vegas Raiders has just hired Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was a longtime head coach for the Seattle Seahawks, and I think Pete Carroll was there for like 14 years or so, maybe 13, 14 years. I'm not sure. But anyway, he's hired. He's just gotten hired by the Las Vegas Raiders, right? And so in my opinion, I think it was a good pickup for the Raiders. I like Pete Carroll. He's always been able to he's been successful at both levels, at the college level and at the professional level. His players like him. He's a players coach, and so I think it's definitely a good pickup for him. And so, what I really wanted to say about this situation though is I think Dallas is really the Cowboys and Jerry Jones is really dropping the ball because everybody is hiring all their coaches, and so when the more experienced coaches get picked up and they find homes and find teams to be with that that's not looking really too good for Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys because the good coaches are also going to take the good like coordinators, offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, like because they're going to stack their staff. And so the Cowboys, are waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think this is a trait. This is something a pattern for Jerry Jones. Like when it comes to like even negotiating contracts, he'll wait to the last minute and then wind up paying a higher price. And I think when all these good coaches go off of the market, I think that is going to be it's going to be a higher price for the Cowboys to pay. But what I want to do is I want to listen to some of Stephen A. like what he feel about the hiring when it of the hiring of this new coach. I forgot his name just that fast. You know, and so with that being said, I'm just go to Stephen A. Smith and see what he had to say about it.
Breaking news into First Take. Adam Schefter tweeted moments ago, Pete Carroll and the Raiders now have reached an agreement on a 3-year deal with a fourth team option. Another veteran legendary coach has returned. Stephen A., what do you think of Pete Carroll as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders?
I can't sneeze at this. I mean, listen, the man's a Super Bowl champion. I don't know if I'll ever forgive him for having Russell Wilson throw that pass instead of giving the ball a beast mode at the half-yard line. I'll never get over him and Pavel making that decision. But he's obviously an outstanding coach. He was an outstanding coach on the collegiate level. He's an outstanding coach on the pro level. He's experienced. He's young at heart, got a lot of energy. They thought it was time for a change in Seattle, and I don't blame them after how many years was he there? 14 years, I believe. But in the end, what it comes down to is that he does know what he's doing. He does know how to be a head coach and a successful head coach in this league. There's no doubt about that. And the Raiders are in desperate need of that. Somebody experienced that can get things together in Las Vegas because they certainly have not had that, unfortunately. I was really, really rooting for Antonio Pierce, RC. Got a lot of love for him. But obviously, Pete Carroll is far more established. And I think that's what they need in Vegas right now.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I agree with Stephen A. Smith as far as Pete Carroll and him being successful at at the college level and the professional level. And I think that if he can turn the Raiders around, you know what I mean, that's really a good look for Las Vegas, and it's a good look for Pete Carroll. I'm not sure, they didn't say how old he was, but even I think Pete Carroll is 70 or close to 70, but even at his age, he's like a high energy type person and very enthusiastic, and that enthusiasm passes on to his to his players. And like I said, a lot of players dig Pete Carroll, and don't mind playing for Pete Carroll, actually like playing for Pete Carroll. And so this is a good pickup. I think, like I said earlier, I think with all of these experienced coaches and these good coaches coming off of off the board, I think it's going to have an effect on the Cowboys. And yeah, I don't think that's a good look for the Cowboys, though. I think they should have, it's just another veteran coach that found a home, and I don't think it's really going to fare well for the Cowboys. But that's my take on it. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out on the next video. Peace.